All right, guys, here we are. We're gonna take a look here. We're in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. We're gonna take a look at a new business slash membership opportunity, and it is called Steam Innovations. I hope you all can hear me all right. So let's take a walk inside and see exactly what we're looking at here, guys. See if we can find the owner sitting around here. Now this is on 4th Street, corner of 4th and Market. And well, there she is. This is Megan Beck. Megan Beck is the owner and operator of here at Steam Innovation Labs. And hopefully she can tell us a little bit about it.
Welcome. It's so great to have you here today. Thank you so much for coming down. We are here at Steam Innovation Labs, which is a maker space which has just opened. We've been open about a month, and we have memberships available. And what a maker space is, we can kind of show you as we walk through, but we have all sorts of equipment here for people who are makers, people who might be into crafting or pottery or woodworking or metalworking or digital arts, sort of like the 3D printing. We have several different types of 3D printers. And so I can show you some of the things that we have here in the space. This front area is a retail space, and so we're featuring local artists, some who are members here in the space, so that their products that they've made can be seen. We also have local artists instruct here in our classrooms. So we are going to have a lot of different types of classes. We've already had a business-oriented class. We have a painting class coming up, but we'll have paint classes in all sorts of different areas as we move through this year. We're just getting started, but we'll have all of those listed on our website, which is steaminnovationlabs.org, and that's where you can find our memberships and more details about what the makerspace is. We want to encourage community here, so we have a space for people just to sit and relax and chat. And also too, we want to encourage people to inspire each other. Many of our artists locally are in silos, solo, doing their thing by themselves, and we want to encourage them to meet each other, share skills, learn and grow. So that's a big part of what makerspaces are, is that community element. So we have some 3D printing out here, painting, pottery. We also have supplies for making, like Cricut vinyls and t-shirts and some other supplies that you might use in the makerspace. As we pass across this next line, we'll be heading into the actual member area of the makerspace. And the way you become a member is to register, and it is a monthly fee, but that gives you access to all of the equipment during our regular business hours. Soon we're going to actually have 24/7 access, which will be more expensive, but again, you'll have that flexibility come in whenever you'd like. So on the left side of the room here is all of our technology-based stuff. So if you're into electronics, circuitry, computer programming, or game design, robotics, that's this area we have sort of set up over here. In the center of the room, we have this project space to just sit and work on projects, whatever your project might be. We have stashes of crafts to inspire people and for them to work on. And then on the right side of the room there, we have our digital fabrication area. So 3D printing, we actually have a 3D print going on right now, and one just finished last night. Sometimes they take a long time to print. We also have Cricuts and a sublimation printer, plotters. So a lot of different types of equipment to help us do the different things we might like to make. So the next room over here on the right, after you get a good look at this full 3D print, it's a little bit hard to see it because of how the supports are, but it's going to be a pretty cool thing, I think, and it's closing in on its final couple steps there, I think. We have a pottery lab and chemistry lab as well. So we have a young woman named Becca Boyer who is going to be teaching pottery here, both throwing and different types of sculpting and hand work with clay. We also have a fiber arts lab, which has sewing machines, It has some fabric to get started with on different types of projects. And all these areas we're just getting started on. So we're looking for what we call lab captains. Like I said, Becca is a lab captain who's kind of helping to develop the space. Like I said, it's very much a community-oriented type of space. So really we want to bring in as many people as we can to share all of their information and knowledge with each other and grow and build the skills of everybody around. I'm going to walk this way, and we also have some leatherworking tools, large format scanner, a laser cutter over there, which is a very large format laser cutter, large format printer for printing banners, and a large format printer for just printing nice big posters. And then we'll head into our woodworking and metalworking area. Right now it's a little bit of a mess because we just received a huge shipment of equipment. We drove out to Pittsburgh twice over the New Year's week to pick up all these really great pieces of equipment, high quality pieces of equipment, mostly Grizzly and Bally. We have a metal brake and shear now, and in addition to a lathe and welding equipment as well. And also I'm hoping that we may have a potential welding instructor coming on board very, very soon.
And all of this equipment, if you join with a membership, is a monthly membership. Mm-hmm. All this equipment is available at any time to the members?
Basically, yeah, unless there were to get a waiting list on a certain type of equipment, in which case we do reservations. But yeah, you can, certain pieces we may have to reserve. They take time, you know, like a 3D print may take 15 hours or 20 hours sometimes. But if we start to see backups, we're gonna get more equipment to support the people who want to do the making.
And you started this for what reason?
Because I want to support the community. I wanted to create a space in the town that would help build community and give people a chance to grow their skills, and also support other businesses in the downtown, a place for people to hang out and maybe then grab some lunch, or support our local downtown economy. So it's really important to me, and I also find making just fascinating altogether, and I love all the skills that I've learned just in helping put it together. Every day I feel like I'm learning something new. I learned how to laser etch yesterday on a glass. Trying to think what else I learned this week, but yeah, I post all that on our Facebook page. Usually, like what we did over this each few days, I'm like, oh, we did this and that. So it's been a lot of fun learning.
And your Facebook page is STEAM Innovation Labs?
Yep, that's it. Yep, STEAM Innovation Labs, and our logo is a big gear. So if you see that, you got the right place. If you want to walk with this way, we can see a few of the pieces of equipment. Like I said, it's a little hectic at the moment because everything's kind of landed here. We have to work on a process flow. But yeah, we're pretty excited to get this up and rolling for everybody to be able to have access to all these tools and equipment, and just to make and build, grow a business or learn a hobby, whatever is right for each person.
So this is like people helping people.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of this equipment is big. A lot of this equipment is loud. And with people living in apartments or people living in small places or with other people, I can imagine that a space like this would be valued by some people because they can't do it in their own home or can't afford it, and they can afford the membership. Do people have to supply their own materials if they're going to use?
Yes, they do have to supply their own materials. We have a little bit in the space just for test runs of different things, but generally speaking, people do need to bring their own supplies. Certain equipment that might be get a lot of wear and tear and need a lot of repair, we may have to charge a small fee for those, but that would be only a couple pieces of equipment that would be in that ballpark. But really, it's, like I said, about community and really people helping to take care of the space and helping to grow the space. And helping each other to learn and grow. So, that's the point of a maker space. Besides the making, is that community aspect. What I see a lot in our area, anyways, is all these great artists, but really going it alone, and really trying to make it work. But I think this is a way for them maybe to have a little bit easier go of it, and to have a community supporting them and learning all those other skills that might be helpful to them. I just had a painter the other week who was very excited because he learned how to make frames. And so he was able to now make his own frames. He was feeling like he was being held up because he couldn't get his pictures, his paintings out there. But now that he can frame himself, he's like, all right, let's go.
Well, I say you have a lot of equipment. You have circular saws. You have, I see you have a lathe.
Yep.
A lathe over here and a metal shear.
Yep.
Things that most people may not be able to either afford or may not be able to have wherever they live, considering a lot of people rent nowadays. So
We also plan to have a photography studio with a darkroom. So that's in the process of getting built out. So, it's, just a place for any type of maker, so, hopefully we grow and expand and we can do more.
you said now this, everything here is going to be supported by the membership fees.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. And a portion of classes and a portion of the sales from the artists in the gallery area. So, yeah, that's kind of how we plan to make it happen. Maybe by the end of the year, we might actually also have some studios available for people. So an office where they could work out of in the upstairs of the building. But that's still a few months off until we can make that happen.
Okay, now you did say there was going to be classes held here. There's classrooms.
Absolutely. We have 2 classrooms, and one's more art-based, the other's more sort of classroom style to learn, let's say you need to learn CAD or how to use Lightburn, which is a software for working with 3D and laser cutting. We will also have classes coming up, like I said, doing some painting, stained glass, pottery, all of those things will definitely be happening very soon.
And do you have a current price on your membership fee or when it starts? Or?
Yeah, it's $40 a month, and you can start at any point during the month, and you can sign up on our website. You can also sign up for our newsletter on our website, and all the classes will be listed there as well. We're still working on getting this first quarter up and rolling, but there should be more coming very soon on the website.
Now, I did forget to ask, when was this started? When did it actually open its doors to start?
December 1st, so...
December 1st, so at least it's been open for a month, and so the trial period is going well.
Yeah, we're working all the bugs out, so that was important, and that's part of the reason it took me so long to get the doors open. It was probably about 3 years in preparation to getting to the point of being able to open the doors. So between just all the back office stuff, making sure everything is alignment, and getting the building ready, it was a solid 1 year planning and 2 years of pulling things together.
Anything takes time, and if it's going to help the community, I'd like for people to know about it.
Yeah.
So if there's anything else, maybe we could just take a walk back out through. Maybe we could look at the equipment and then...
Yeah, absolutely.
And you said there is the storefront pretty much out in the front where the people that make things, artists, can sell their products that they create for profit towards this company and towards themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that's pretty typical with, any sort of gallery or space, basically we take a percentage and then they get the majority of the sale. And so that helps us keep our lights on and helps support them. I really want to create a good way for artists to have additional streams of revenue for themselves, like teaching classes, like having the art out front, so that then they can pursue their passions and have a way to support themselves in pursuing their passions.
Okay, well, it sounds good. So, I said everybody could benefit from this, and if you could go to STEAM Innovation Labs on Facebook and then steaminnovationlabs.org, and you can find out more information. Like I said, this is on the corner of 4th and Market Street in Sunbury, PA. It's a giant printing presses. They have all kinds of equipment. It can be a learning environment to learn off people and also to grow with people. So, like I said, they have electronics, robotics over here. And on the other side, like you saw on our way in, we had something that was 3D printing, and which is still 3D printing. So, we'll take a walk out here to the storefront, guys. And so you all can get a look at it. Like I said, there's 3D printer, there's computers, there's printers, there's saws. For any kind of hobby, any kind of workshop, any kind of skill you might want to hone or you might already have and don't have the space to do, this could be the place to come and join at $40 a month. Like I said, it is the corner of 4th and Market Street. STEAM Innovation Labs says it right on the window. Out here is the storefront. This is where local artists, local fabricators sell their things. Percentage goes to the company and a percentage goes to them so they can continue their skills. So, and with that, I'd like to thank Ms. Beck for inviting us here to showcase this new business here in Sunbury, Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much for coming by. I really appreciate it.